said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Works the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the grab on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Spartans are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Carpenter. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They'll run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Bringing the heat. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sparty. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Burden. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the big fella. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Knight. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Burden. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Bettis.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off the play fake. There's the pressure.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1 yard line.
A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. It'll be 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Knight. Completes it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Using his feet to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Powers forward. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1 yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Spartans want to crank the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Collier. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Knight. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Let's see how successful they'll be on first and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Pressure coming. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Duarte. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the tailback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And it's clear, The aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Auburn offense. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To throw, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Keeps it and gets the first down. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Rushes on him. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to... Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Auburn 42, Michigan State 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Duarte. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end finds a soft spot. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Running into the open space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he got a hand on it, it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. To the ground with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Knight. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down for this offense. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. Inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Michigan State, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total.